Hi guys, welcome back to the Mental Health Quarters. You know what to do, right? Just subscribe, no plenty talking. It's good to be here with my very good friend.
Abnasewa.
Yes, so Abena Serwaa and I are going to be talking about self-esteem today. And I'm sure most of you are wondering, where do I know this beautiful girl from? So you want to tell them?
Well, we met in Benin, right?
Yes, in
Yeah, abroad.
2016.
16. Hey,
Yes,
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20.
it's
8 years.
it's been long.
We are grown.
We met there, yes, but like we weren't really friends.
No,
We
we're
were
not.
not really friends. I think I saved your number when you wanted to buy a book from me.
Yes.
Like that's when I don't know she was like we were having each other's contact.
It's really funny. It's true,
Yeah.
we're never friends.
Not that we weren't friends, so but we could talk like
Yes,
when
but
we
it
were
was just
there.
a casual, like,
Yes,
hi,
hi,
hi.
hello, and maybe we are laughing at something or someone,
Exactly.
but not like
It wasn't that
I'm
deep.
coming to your room, you're
Hey.
coming to my room. No. So what I think what even made us become like very good friends
Mm,
was when we went for the YouTube
yes, I
festival.
think you even told me about it.
Yeah, because I
Yes.
realized you were on YouTube and
Yeah.
me when I see something good, I want everybody to be part of it.
Such a positive person.
Yeah, like you. So we met at the festival, we
Yeah.
collaborated with we connected with other people and then we became even better friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. So today I have brought Cornelia. Sometimes I'll call her Cornelia because in Benin we're calling her
Yeah.
Cornelia, but now she's Abena Serwaa.
Abnasewa, I know, right?
Do you want to tell them what your channel is all about?
Okay, so my channel is basically about projecting Ghana, Africa.
Yeah.
I believe strongly that we have to tell our own stories, and I tell it from the lens of food. I love
From
food.
the lens
Yes.
of food. Ghanaian food,
Yes,
local
Ghanaian cuisine, and then
food.
I dare to step outside Ghanaian cuisine to like African food. Yes, we have to tell our own stories. We have to take charge of, our stories, write it ourselves, and then that's the only way it can be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put the link to her channel on the title of this video and in
Yay.
the description. So check out her videos. Her videos are so nice.
Thank you,
Like
thank you, thank you,
I
thank you.
love the voiceovers, especially.
Thank
You should check.
you.
Go and subscribe. You cannot come
Please,
here and not go and subscribe to her channel. Please,
please.
we beg
We
you,
beg.
subscribe so that we continue creating content for you.
Exactly.
Thank you. So when I saw that you
Mm-hmm.
were doing YouTube and I heard about the YouTube festival and I knew it was going to, there was this particular day throughout the events where they said they wanted female content creators
Yeah,
and I told you about it. I didn't even think she would take me
I
seriously.
know, right? Because that time I was actually working in Suhu. I wasn't even
Yeah.
Accra.
So she was like, she'll come, she has
Yeah.
registered. I'm like, I will not be surprised if the day comes and she tells me one Christmas story or two. But she made it
Yeah, I
and
made it.
the event was fun.
It
We
was.
actually got free tickets to
Yes,
Afrochella,
Afrochella.
which I
No,
couldn't
first we got free tickets to the Friday show. Then I got free tickets for the Friday show.
Saturday.
Yes, to Afrochella.
Yes, yes, yes. So over there we met and we made friends and then
Yeah.
we told ourselves to be very committed
Hey.
and it has taken a while for me to bring it's been like 2 years for
Yeah, it has.
me to bring her here, but we have still been in touch. And
Yeah.
I'm really proud of her. I
Oh.
was even more proud when she won the microphone
I know, right?
at the event. I was like a proud mother. Oh my god, my
She was
princess
so
won a
happy
free
for me. It
microphone.
was so sorry. Like it was such a nice moment.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
And meeting all the people you watch on
I
YouTube
know,
for the first
right?
time. It was really nice.
Thank you, YouTube. I've made a good friend and like I've met other people. It was really. I didn't know that it would turn out like this.
Yeah,
And look
I
at us
didn't know.
now.
Yes, now there we are YouTube,
They say
Next time they are voting, we'll be part of the nominees.
exactly. Joy has started, so we'll also be
Yeah,
part
we
of
are
it.
proud of Joy
Yeah,
for Korea,
yeah.
our YouTube gang. Yeah.
We've come
So
a long way.
yeah, we have. So today I brought you here. When I say I don't know why I keep using that. Say I brought you, I brought you. As if I paid for you to come, but today you are here today because we are going to be talking about self-esteem.
Yeah,
Yes, and
yeah.
when we discussed and said we are going to talk about self-esteem, I
Mm.
was excited because it's an area I struggled with
Mm-hmm.
growing up.
Yeah.
So when you told me you wanted to talk about self-esteem, I was really surprised. I'm like, hey, I don't think, because Amina is one of the most confident people I've ever seen in my life.
I like that.
Hey, because even
Fake it till you make it.
because I remember the YouTube event,
Yeah.
that particular game or
Mm-hmm.
competition they wanted to do for someone to win the film.
I just
boom. Yeah, like no, yes, no worries. So
Nah.
why do you want us to talk about self-esteem today?
I think that self-esteem is a topic that cannot be touched on enough, because as we grow up in society, mostly children are very naive. You know, we grow up as children. There's nothing worrying us. We are excited.
Yeah,
You
we are
know,
happy every
we are
day.
happy every day. Then as we begin to grow, we begin to see standards like beauty standards. We begin to hear words from colleagues, sometimes family members, and then they don't even know the impact of some of these words or the
Yeah.
standards that or our environment on us. And for me, I come across as a very confident person. I think I am.
You
Not I
are.
think I am a confident person, but there have also been areas of my life that I have struggled with, and I'm glad for where I am now. I don't think I've reached, but I am far
glad
in
you're
a
no
better
longer.
place. Exactly. And I just feel like, you know, as women, it's very important to talk about these things and to encourage another lady or another woman like us who may be in a similar situation at a point in her life.
Okay.
Yeah.
So which areas were you struggling?
Okay, so I think the first one was the fact that it's very recent that I started wearing like sleeveless like this, because I was an athlete, you know,
From
and
school.
yes, from school, and I have an athletic body, so I have muscles. So now I have muscles. So I've always been very uncomfortable about having muscles.
Like, you know what's funny? It's like I don't see what you are saying, but
Apparently,
I understand, because
yeah,
as a person,
mm-hmm,
you see, it's like certain things are more amplified to you
exactly.
than. But for example, I have always thought throughout my life that my nose is big, but nobody has ever come
Told
to tell
you,
But I think my nose is big. That's what
yeah,
I think.
mm-hmm,
So if you say you think you have an athletic body,
mm-hmm,
I sort of understand.
yeah.
So is when did you become an athlete? Was it primary,
I think
JHS?
right from primary,
Wow.
but I didn't. I always could run, you know, but primary school, it didn't make much of a difference. JHS, it didn't even make much of a difference. I think it started in senior high school.
Which school was that?
I went to Adontin Senior High
I
School.
don't think senior high
Adon
school. So you were
School.
running at
Yes,
inter
100
schools.
years inter schools and
Hey,
everything else.
then you're a celebrity.
Share. At that time, I actually used to feel better because, like, when I meet other women, I wasn't even as athletic as I thought. Some of them were like really, really athletic, and they
Okay.
even seemed very fine.
Okay.
You know, they seemed cool with it. So that was one area I really, really struggled with. And then another area that I struggled with, I also felt like I wasn't pretty enough. I think I'd watched so many telenovelas.
Yeah.
I had this image of how a lady should look like, and one time in church, this one example, I don't think I've ever told anybody before. Or it was a group of guys, and then one guy called me and was like, "Are you a boy or a girl?" And that statement stayed with me for a very, very long time.
How old were you at that time?
I think I was in like class 5.
Oh, that was really young.
Yes, that was really young, you know.
Maybe you were like 10, 11.
Yes. So it's like, so now as you grow, you
That's
begin to it's like you're beginning to internalize those thoughts, and then you're asking yourself, hey, am I pretty enough? You know, like you see somebody in your eye, or because of how you've been oriented, it's like, oh, this person is really pretty. I don't look like this person. Does that mean I'm not pretty enough? You know. Then you begin to question yourself, self-doubt. So it was in that area that I had self-esteem. So, and because of that, I amplified the other areas that I thought I was stronger at. So I thought I was very smart. So that's like something that I'll always push out there, like, oh God, so it's like, oh, I'm not pretty, but I'm smart. So, you know, like, I'm good. And then I had an issue with my height too.
So you were too
I
tall.
thought I was too tall.
For a girl.
Yes. Now I like my height. It's my favorite thing about myself. But
Why do
then
you like your height?
I like being tall. This is very vain, but sometimes I feel like I'm looking down on other people, and it's nice. Like, yeah.
Hey.
And I think it's
So
also,
you're like 5 foot.
I'm not that tall too. I think I'm like
5'6", 5'7".
yeah. In centimeters, I'm like 170 centimeters.
That's about that.
And I think that has happened because I've worked on myself. I've come to there are things that you can't change. I can't change my height exactly. So I've come to really like it. I've learned to, and I wear long heels too. Funny enough, I love heels.
Yeah, you do love heels.
And I wear them. I'm so confident. I'm excited, and it's like, oh, okay, that's not bad. And then I started also reading about my body type.
Okay.
Because my body type is the inverted triangle.
Okay.
And I think I was getting excited because I realized that a lot of models and
Also
actors
have that.
actually had that body type. And I was like, okay, it's not so bad. And then I started also learning how to dress to suit my body type. And it was really, really working.
So where were you learning from? What was the inspiration? Where were you going to?
As I said, I used to watch a lot of telenovelas.
Okay.
And I used to watch also a lot of America's Next Top Model.
Okay.
I think
that was
that's
one of my favorite shows
yes.
growing up.
That it helped me in a way, and it also, prolonged my issues too, because for a long time I thought I was big, and I've never been big. This is like the biggest I've ever been, and I thought I was big because
Yeah.
I just really wanted to be like extremely
Super-
skinny, super
yeah.
skinny. But at the same time, when I saw a lot of the ladies, I could see myself in them, because they were quite lanky. They seemed to have broad shoulder blades as well and everything else. So I realized, okay, it's not so bad, I could be like this. But these were all white women.
Yeah.
Most of them were not like black, they were either African Americans or white women. But I just felt like, oh, okay, it's not so bad, I could be like this and it would pass. So that's how it started. Then I started taking an interest in fashion. My fashion sense has always been, I don't know if my fashion sense was influenced by by body type or either, because I'm into vintage clothes.
Okay.
And a lot of vintage clothes are like car wash, baggy, grandma pants, and they work for my body type.
And you like
Yes.
some Afrocentric
Yes,
vibe. Mama
Afrocentric
Africa.
Mama Africa, that one, yeah.
From
You
your
know,
earrings, girl,
You can tell. So I still do a lot of like cargo pants. What's the name of that other one? There's this
Is it palazzo?
palazzos. The quarter of my clothes are like palazzos. I do a lot of palazzos, cargo pants. Yes, and then so I try not to focus on my upper body. Now I'm just trying to be more confident. That's why I do this more.
Okay.
But my focus is mostly on my lower body. So then it gives that illusion.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I started feeling, and I started receiving a lot of compliments on my fashion sense. And I was like, okay, it's not so bad. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I like the palazzo. I like this, the earrings. And then, then I started building the confidence. But it was an intentional thing I had to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when those boys told you that
Yeah.
at church,
Mhm.
did it affect you like for the rest of your life, or is something you dealt with, then you moved on with your life, or it still used to bother you?
Pop up. I think that in the moment, I didn't think anything of it because I was a child, But as you go through life and things begin to make sense to you, you play it back in your head. You're like, these boys told me this. That means to them I look like a man. Oh my God, I look like a man. Then now it's like I'm amplifying it. Then it became a problem. So for a long time, those things were ringing in my head. And then I was like, oh no, I really don't look pretty. I look like a man. And so then now I start looking at, that's why I got to, even because no one told me, I found out that okay, I'm actually like athletic and everything else, because I started thinking in that regard. And once you channel your energy in something, you begin to see so many things that is like how do I call it? You see so many things that affirm what you are thinking. So all of a sudden there were so many things that began to exactly affirm all those things that I was believing about myself. So then it's like, okay, the esteem is dropped. I think in senior high school I really struggled.
You were in a mixed senior
Yes, I was
high
in a
school.
mixed senior high school. Some way through university, but now, yeah.
You can't, nobody can tell you.
No, not at all. And it was difficult for people to see, as you said, because of how I'm very outspoken and how confident I am. So people don't attach self-esteem with me. It's like, oh no, it can't be.
You have very high self-esteem.
Exactly.
That's what they think when they see you.
I just think I projected the right things, so it looked like,
you faked it.
Yes, till I made it. I think that thing is actually true.
So, what your temperament?
Yeah.
What do you think your temperament is?
I think I'm sanguinary.
Okay,
I'm sanguine choleric. Yeah.
Then that must have also helped with your self-esteem. Some people believe that certain temperaments, it makes you gravitate towards a certain type of self-esteem.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes people believe that like most phlegmatics, they are very, hiding in their corner.
Yeah.
And because they hide in their corner for a long time, they are so,
Yeah.
isolated, withdrawn. And that is usually when you're in that isolated and withdrawn,
You need to think more.
yes, you think more and
Yeah.
ponder over what people say a lot.
Yeah.
As compared to a someone that is always out there.
I'm moving on sharp, sharp, sharp.
Yeah.
I think it has played a even in overcoming. My temperament has played a big role.
Okay.
Because one thing about me as a choleric is that I do not mostly rely on I don't need someone else's motivation to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
So that has played a very big role.
Okay.
It's like I just need to when I got to the point where I was like, no, you can't do this to yourself. I heard something that it's like the world is against you. You can't be against yourself as well.
Yeah.
And I'm a
That's
Christian.
too much.
Exactly. And I came to realize that the strongholds are in your mind.
Yeah.
It is as you think, that is who you are.
Yeah.
So I realized that no. So my temperament then played a role because, choleric, I don't need, so I just told myself, no, I don't need anybody to tell me I'm pretty, whatever. Me, myself. If there's something I think I can change, I will. So if I think I don't have good skin, I can, start a skincare routine. I'll do that. My height, can I do something about it? No. Let's like it. My body type, do I want to go under the knife? No. So let's like it. And I actually didn't think I could gain weight. Because for the longest time I was trying and it didn't work.
What were you doing?
Nothing much, but I think I was just trying to eat a lot. But I have a very high metabolism rate.
Okay.
So
You
when
eat
I'm stressed,
more.
I lose weight. I sweat a lot, so I digest food very, very fast.
Okay.
But when I started to gain weight, it's like I took my time. I actually took my mind off it. I just started eating right, breakfast, lunch with desserts in between, and I gained a little bit. Yeah. So not
So
much, but
you are
still.
happy about your weight gain
Hey, yes,
now?
I am. I'm excited.
Hey.
I'm excited about my weight gain. I'm one of the few people who is excited about weight gain.
And how has that been like for you? Because when you are, I've never been. Okay, when I look at my pictures, I was slim, but I'm talking from the point of view of usually super skinny people.
Yeah.
When they start gaining weight, people start talking. When they are skinny, people talk. When they are gaining weight, people talk. Was that like that for you?
I think for me, that's the funny thing about me. I think for the longest time, I've had the people who have been around me. I've had a few people who have, said things. But majority of the people who have been around me have been cool.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember Letitia.
Yeah.
She was my very, very good friend. I mean, we are still friends, and she's always hyped me up. It's very, very funny. And Letitia is like, she's also tall, but she's fair. So in my mind, Letitia is pretty.
Yeah.
And we're very good friends. And Letitia always used to say like, oh my God, like you have good skin, So it's just like gas me up. I had friends who were like, oh, you look good. So I never really had that extreme, oh, like you're very skinny. But when I was gaining weight, I had people say, oh, it's nice. Your weight gain is nice. Like, you look good. So I think I didn't overgain weight. So it's like, oh, you look good. I got more of, oh, you look good. And that's it, yeah. So I've not gone from the extreme skinny, yeah.
So, but you didn't have anyone tell you, hey, like, because sometimes it happens that when somebody starts gaining weight, someone was super skinny, people are like, hey, why? What's going on? Go back to how you were. It was better.
Never.
You didn't have
I've never had that. I've never had that. I've never had that. But the thing too is that I started gaining weight just last year.
Okay.
And I've not had so many people around. But for the few I've had, everybody's like, oh, you look good. Okay. You look good. Your weight gain looks good.
We'll come and see you for more tips. I want to lose weight.
Fingers crossed.
I'll come. So we live in a society that issues of self-esteem is usually not spoken about. Like when you are young. Because for me, I battled with inferiority complex. I thought I was ugly. Nobody said I was ugly, but I thought I was ugly. I thought my skin wasn't good. Like I had a lot of pimples on my face.
She's very pretty.
But back then, you see, there was this battle going on in my mind. I don't know. The negative voices were so much, and I just felt like I do not have. Like I knew I had self-esteem issues, but I didn't know people to talk to.
Exactly.
And even if I talk to them, I felt like it won't change anything because my skin will still be bad. So I just kept it to myself and all of that. But what I realized is when you have self-esteem issues as a kid, it grows with you, it follows you through life. And that is what I am trying. Whenever I meet people, I do my speaking engagement, I meet people dealing with self-esteem issues. I want them to deal with it ASAP, because if you grow up with it, it will affect everything you do. Even when you want to pursue certain careers, relationships, friendships, connections, it's like it's always there. So for young people who may be dealing with issues of self-esteem, what advice would you give to them?
I think that so it's in two ways. The first one, you have a responsibility to yourself. In as much as there are people around you, your first responsibility is to yourself. And as I said earlier, the world is already against you. You can't also be against yourself, you know. So one thing that has worked for me is the fact that I try as much as possible to be positive about myself, you know, even if, because over a long period of time you believe certain things, you know. So when you keep telling yourself I'm ugly, even other people will start feeling you're ugly. It starts with yourself. And then for me, I also have a spiritual background, which is that I'm a Christian, you know, and I believe that God does not create anybody ugly. Like, no, it can't be. So every morning, tell yourself I'm beautiful, you know, like affirm it. After a while, say it out loud.
And even for the guys too.
Yes, and that's another thing. We always think it's the women, but men also have things they deal with that we don't know about. You know, they even internalize more. You know, but just say it out loud. I'm pretty, and always correct people. That's one thing I've also realized, that don't allow people to get away with things. Like, hey, your legs are crooked. No, my legs are not crooked. My legs are pretty as they are. Because when you don't deal with it, you go home and you think about it. Then now it's embedded. Last week at work, one lady was like, "Oh, you're very smart," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm smart." She was like, "Wow, you're the first person I've said this who responded."
When I was
like, "Oh, no, take it, my darling, take the compliment. Like, yes, I'm pretty, I have good skin, you know, I'm smart." And then surround yourself with amazing people. I have a friend, and like as I said, Letitia was one person who used to gas me up a lot. And sometimes in your low moments, you remember, you know, like, hey, this person said this, or you know. I have another friend, and he always, you know, like, he's not like, I won't see anything wrong. So when I started, the few people I used to speak to, he's like, there's really nothing wrong with you, you know, you're perfect. And sometimes just also hearing that from other people, also, in as much as, even for me, who has a lot of internal motivation, there's nothing like also hearing it from outside. And then this also goes to us as maybe people coming up as parents and then parents. It's very important to affirm certain things in your children, because you don't know what somebody has said outside or what they're dealing with, you know. So, oh, you're pretty, my lovely daughter. It will shock you that the children actually, they take it and then they grow up like that, you know. And then even we as individuals to try to be the light in someone's life. Oh, you're very pretty. Compliment people. Your dress is nice. It will shock you that compliment actually is going to make the person's day. You know, you have nice shoes. You don't know what it does for people, but I think it really goes a long way to and then also take care of yourself. Sometimes it's just the basic things. Comb your hair and put on lip gloss.
And smile for the camera.
Exactly. Like, just smile and just do your best thing. It will shock you that it makes a big difference.
It really does. And I think it's when you tell yourself you are beautiful, you are handsome, it's like it radiates through you, and that's what attracts people to you. But if you don't have anything in you, it's like you are empty. So when people tell you,
you don't even take it in, because you don't believe it yourself.
And it's high time that we do believe these things, because it will shock you what self-esteem can do for you. Sometimes self-esteem is like a treasure. When you have it, you are like, it's a big deal. You are rich, like you are so rich. Sometimes you don't even, it's like you don't have anything, but because you have self-esteem, somebody thinks, this girl, if we give her this thing,
she'll be fine.
Yes, she'll do it. Meanwhile, to
nothing. And I think I have that because of my confidence. It's like you walk in some, I don't know if you get that a lot. So you agree to buy something, you're speaking Tree, and then the person is speaking English with you. I'm like, no, I'm taking food. It's like the person has placed you on a certain pedestal, you haven't even placed yourself.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, it's not that deep, oh, madam, I'm just a local girl. But it's like, oh no, you know, so it's very, very important. It's very, very important. But I also, for someone who has struggled, know that it's not that easy.
Yes, it
It's
will
a
take
daily,
time.
exactly. It's a
It will
daily
take
journey.
time. It will take
It's a
time.
daily journey.
It will take time.
But we stay on the course. And, yeah.
It will take time. And
Yeah.
don't give up. I've been there
Never.
before where, like, because I do my daily affirmations, I don't even hear those negative voices anymore that
Exactly.
tells me, oh, yeah, I do this.
Hey,
I don't hear it
have you
anymore.
seen me?
Yeah. Have you seen
Please.
his face?
Like, please.
I don't hear it anymore. So it's like you are working on something. It's
Yeah.
like taking medication. You will begin to see the results.
Mhm.
So don't say Cornelia said this, so we did this and it didn't work.
Oh.
You will definitely see results. So hang in there,
Hang in there.
be positive, affirm yourself,
Yeah.
make sure that you take care of yourself like she said, and you will be fine. Yeah.
Leave us.
So we've come to the end of this video.
Aww.
Yes, she will come back. I'm saying,
Like,
you will come
I
back.
want to come back. This has been so exciting and so easy.
Yeah, very easy, seamless.
Yeah.
and it was great having you in the quarters.
Seriously.
Make sure you come back.
Please, I'll come, and you'll be sitting here on my channel. We have to
Yes.
eat some food.
Yes,
Like,
I'm going to
pretty
try.
girls eat food.
I'm going to try all the food that she has been posting. I have
Yeah.
to come, so I will come.
Sure
So
thing.
you will see me on her channel
Yeah.
very soon.
Mhm.
So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. It's so important. So important.
You won't understand,
Please.
but it makes a lot.
It makes, yeah,
difference.
it does. It does. And it means a lot to us. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.